Good morning and welcome back to Old Stream Farm. This is our start from scratch. This is Treeline Farms. I'm Chris, and today we are heading up to the shop. Our soybeans are ready to harvest. One of the our field is, so we're going to head up to the shop and we're about to run off the cliff. We're going to head up to the shop and we're gonna have to take out a loan today to get the harvester. I hate to do it, but we're at a point now where we absolutely have to, um, because we're gonna have we have the I'm sorry, the sunflowers are ready, and we're also gonna have uh, the rest of our crops coming ready real soon, within probably this month. So we got to get those off the field, and this will help out with our pigs. We definitely need to get those fed, and we may lease a bale shredder because we're going to need to put straw in there for them. Hopefully, we can pick up some contracts uh, for sunflowers to make up the money that we're going to have to borrow for the combine. So here we are. I'll walk in here and let's get this combine going. And I'm going to go with my old faithful, the 1970s John Deere, the 6600. So that's 31,000. Let's call it 32,000, and then we're going to need another. I think it's 9,000 for the header that I want. So let's check to see if there's anything for sale. No, there is not. Okay, so let's get into our bank account here. Right now, we already have a loan of 200,000. We're going to have to go up on that, unfortunately. So let's run this up. Let's see, and we'll get buying stuff on borrowed money. All right, we got some money, and we are now hopping in here into our combines. I want to go with the 6600. Let's see what we can do here. The tall exhaust for no extra cash. We'll leave it at the 72 with AC. You've got to have AC in there, right? And then what does the wheel setup look like? Does that add? That's four-wheel drive. We don't need four-wheel drive. All right. So we're going to buy that for 31,000. And that just showed up somewhere else on the farm. So we just accidentally paid a delivery fee. That's not good. But it wasn't that much. So anyway, let's go into corn headers. We're going to scroll across. We're going to find the 6-meter corn header right there. I'm going to buy that. Buy. Now before we get carried away, let's see what we have. We do not have a trailer. So we're going to need a trailer. So we're not paying another one. Let's go out here and make sure that it's going to be delivered here. And then we'll hook that up to our truck and get that back to the farm. Let's get in the truck here. I don't know why we picked red for our truck, but We did. Where is this thing? Oh, it's over here in the lot. All right, here we are. We're getting ready to cut this, start cutting these down. Let's just make sure this is going to work for us. Oh, yeah. And here we go. The first crops off of our field in this place, excuse me, in this playthrough. Let's switch to first person. There we go. We're hammering along at 6 miles an hour. Now, we didn't put any fertilizer on this field, so. And now we're running over our crop. Let's make sure that we're getting them all. And here we go, back into the crops. And I really like the way FS22, you can see where the header's cutting through. In fact, we're not getting all of them. We need to be over one more. And I think this header may be just a touch too big for our combine here, but we're going to live with it now. We have it. It's ours. So I'm going to run around this field and do the headland, and then we will we'll cut in and get going again on the interior of the field. And I'll be right back with you once we get squared away. So here we are cutting into the field here. We're coming on, we have 26% in the combine. And so we'll cut in here, cut down the middle. Basically, it's a little less than the middle of the field. And then we'll work this up and down each side to keep that auger out away from the crops so we can unload without having to move the combine. And this combine is way underpowered for the header. That's all right. You live and learn. We probably should have went with the 5.3 meter combine or meter header. But it's ours. Like I said, it's ours now. We're going to deal with it. And we're still getting 6 miles an hour. This thing doesn't harvest it any faster, really, with the smaller header. So I'm not too concerned about that. Now with our batwing mower, we'll have to take that to the shop and convert that over to mulching so we can get this mulched up and prepared for a spring crop. Probably going to do sorghum or something like that so we can feed our chickens without having to purchase the food for them. You know, most likely through the winter we will have to do that. But, you know, we kind of expected that. That was kind of par for the course, getting animals early on. And when we're either finished this field or when I have a full combine, I will be back with you. All right, well, we're almost finished. We're on our next to the last run. And we're going to end up with probably 75% of a combine load, which isn't the best. But again, we didn't, we didn't do anything with this. We We didn't do any fertilizing or anything like that on here, so I'm sure that that ultimately calls us to pay the price on yield. We have just a few scraps over here, you know, a line that we missed, and then a little up at the top of the field there. We'll catch that in just a moment. Well, we're having a good day for harvest here on the first day of October. Cloudy skies, no rain in the future, which is nice. And this will do it. And I think we're going to go ahead and just take this down and throw it in the pig's pen. Maybe not. I don't think we're ready to do that yet. I think what we'll do is we're going to dump this in the we're just going to go ahead and dump this in the trailer. Well, in the trailer. There we go. And then we'll let's have a look at what we got going on. So that field is complete. So we will, let's see. Why hasn't that changed? There we go. But let's, just for my edification, let's run back up here to the field because I want to see what we missed. I don't think we did. No, we didn't miss anything. I guess it's meeting that line there. So we need to get this mulched. And we will, let's see, do we have, let's hop back in our combine here and get this thing stored for now. And I think I'm going to put it over, I don't think I'm going to be able to squeeze through there. Let's see if we can get it in here, next to the pig's pen. Yeah, we can swing it around in here. This will be great for it, right there. Pop out. Disconnect the PTO and drop it off. Spin the combine around. Shut it off. Let's go get the tractor. And hook up to the trailer here. Maybe if we line the trailer up correctly. No, that's not going to do it either. There we go. Hook up the hoses. So our brakes work. And let's take this and put it in the silo. Where is the silo? Well, let's get this in here. But that thing unloads slowly. Okay. Well, let's see here. We need to... Let's just shut the tractor off here real quick. We are certainly... Let's see if we can... Let's see if we can pick up a contract for some more soybeans. Baling. A lot of baling contracts. Fertilizing. Harvesting. Corn. We could definitely... Let's see. Let's take this corn contract. It's in field 22. We're definitely going to need corn for the... Let's see where field 22 is. Oh, it's right there. It's right by our... This is perfect. Let's, I'll get all set up over there and I'll get back with you. Now, this is a tight fit. We're squeezing between these two buildings back here, and we're going to have to miss this tree. And I haven't yet hooked up the PTO, so let's hook up the... Let's hook the header up to the combine. We have that attached. And it's go time. We're going to be, again, cutting the header, the headland. And we're going to go around this way. Now, corn usually fills up rather quickly. Let's beam out here so we can see what we're doing for now on our headland. And I think we're going to go straight. We're not going to catch this little bump out here. We're going to spin around and come back and grab that here momentarily. Maybe that'll be the last part that we actually cut. And you can see we already have 12% in there. So here we go around. When I get back around and we get ready to start cutting, I'll come back with you. And here we are back around to our first, back to the head, finishing the headland, I should say. And we're gonna, this field's pretty steep, so we're gonna cut in and we're gonna work this bottom side of the field, and then we'll come up and work from the top down on this. So that way we're overworking our combine. I did have to drive up to the shop and get a different header, the smaller header. The one that we had was just took way too much power away from the combine. We weren't able to drive uphill at all in it. So, lessons learned. We did lose about $1,000, and that hurts a little, but we'll be able to negotiate these fields a little bit easier. It is smaller, but that's the price we have to pay for older equipment, smaller equipment. So, and you don't want having a big combine on these tiny fields, or on mainly getting around in the around the map, and with a big machine is a real heartache. There we've reached 50% of our combines, or our combine's 50% full, and I suspect we will get at least one, maybe two full combine loads out of here. This is my thinking anyway. So when we come up here to the tractor, I'm just going to swing out, unload the combine, since even though we're only 50%. And that way we can keep working as long as we can. What seems to be the problem here? So there we go. Apparently this trailer has issues with the combine. It has to be right at the edge. So that's okay. It's not a big deal. We will get this unloaded, get it backed up the hill here, and we'll continue on. In fact, I think we're just gonna lower this down, and we're gonna come in here at the bottom and work this way, and then that way we are putting less stress on the combine. Let's spin this around. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go back up here, and we're going to work down. That's what we said we were going to do. That's the plan. Let's stick to the plan here. Let's see if we can get turned around now without banging into our tractor. Oy vey. Play when it rains, it pours sometimes, huh? And away we go. Now, we should be able to do this without any further problems. We shouldn't have any any worries about running out of room in the combine since we just dumped. And I'll be back with you. All right, well, here we are. We have 91% in our tank. We have definitely one run, maybe two left on the field. So let's go ahead and get this dumped into the trailer and finish this up. And again, with the issues with the trailer, I'm thinking it's the trailer because I've used this combine on other playthroughs, and I don't have this issue with other trailers. So it has to be the trailer. In fact, it works better if you're outside the trailer. There we go. We'll get this dumped.